Welcome to Just Sporting, Season 9. I know y'all miss me, but I've been on the grind. So much to tackle on since y'all last seen me talk to sports. Like for instance, like my Notre Dame Irish girls losing. You know, feel me? You know what I'm saying? I feel like the best season we had, or the best team that we had in years. We put the waste, you know what I'm saying? But I won't say the waste, you know, because we can go from anything. But this is a tackle that situation like that. Olivia Miles leaving, but to tackle on my Notre Dame girls right quick. First of all, I'll say this, because, you know, I was at the games, been to the games, seen a lot of games. I feel like I told y'all earlier in the year, check the earlier Just Sporting season from, you know, episodes from last season. I told y'all this about the Notre Dame girls. I knew when we didn't go undefeated and we lost some back-to-back games, or TCU, you know, the first TCU loss, and then we lost to another team we shouldn't have lost to, or we lost to another team and did TCU. I knew that we wasn't where we needed to be, because I feel like we played down to our competition, and you can't just turn it on and off. So I told my girls to understand that, yes, we lost, but we come back on and turn it back on, but we can't have no off and on switch. And that was my message I sent last year. And then come to find out, you know what I'm saying, you know, we got. So you got to be on go at all times. As soon as you let your foot off that one time, you know, listen, I put it like this in this theory. Ladies, if you listening, I do a lot of traveling. I travel a lot, you feel what I'm saying? So, for instance, that's why I get the whole foot on the gas theory. So, let's say when I'm traveling, right, and I'm making perfect time. I'm making great time. But as soon as I let my foot off the gas a little bit, I just want to get the cruising and dazing. I didn't fuck up and don't make my time that I was supposed to get there. Let's say 4-hour trip turned to like a 4 hours and a half. You know what I'm saying? So let's say I gotta meet that 5-minute mark, and your 5-minute mark is at that 5-hour mark. I mean, let's say I gotta make that 5-hour mark, and the 5-hour mark is your championship window. If I don't keep my foot on that gas that whole time, I'm not gonna make that 5-hour mark. Let's say I just slip up for that 10 minutes. Now that 5-hour mark becomes 5 hours and 10 minutes. So that's how I just want my Notre Dame girls to know. Like, don't keep your foot off the gas. Keep it on the gas. And as far as Olivia Miles going, you know, I fucks with Olivia, you know what I'm saying? So I'll never say nothing bad about Olivia. I love Olivia. I got hella love for Olivia. You know what I'm saying? Olivia know what's up, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I remember me and Olivia, you know, before AP left, I was with AP. When I met Olivia, you know, I told her, you know, good, we're on the season, this, and the third. Olivia know what's up. She know the love. She seen the love. You know, we talked about it, this, and the third. You know, I'm happy for Olivia, as long as she doing what's best for her. You know what I'm saying? I wish she would have did another season with us. But like I said, I'm at these games and watching these games. Me, personally, I feel like Olivia should have got more time. I feel like, you know, we were trying to guard Olivia from injury, because she did come back from a past season injury. But I think this year is going to do Olivia good. But I also feel like we was guarding her a little bit too much, because when we in the tournament, it's go time. It's time to go now. I feel like we didn't use Olivia enough. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? You know, I trust Neil Ivy. You know what I'm saying? You know, I trust Hannah Darrow. But there was time I feel like Olivia needed more, more clock, more tick. I feel like she didn't get enough tick. I feel like she didn't get much love. I feel like people forgot. You know what I'm saying? The team forgot that Olivia Miles put us on before, you know, we had Hannah Darrow. Before we got all these talent, you know, all this talent, you know, that came through, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, but now the same talent left. So that's what I said. I said that. But, you know, it hurt because last season was our season. But I feel like what made us lose this season was too, you know, off and on. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You know, I don't want to read too much into anything. But I knew as soon as I seen the girls take another pick, I said, damn. You know what I'm saying? Because last time they took a pick, like back in the TCU thing, you know what I'm saying? When that weekend they was at, we lost. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it comes and goes. But I feel like we didn't keep our foot on the gas all season. We just can't pick and choose when to put our foot on the gas. You know, off of that. But love to Olivia. Good luck, girl. You know what's up with it, girl. You know what I'm saying? I still got a crib out there in the bin, you know what I'm saying? So holler at the nigga if you need something. Goddamn it, soon as Hannah Darrow too, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Hannah Darrow, you know what I'm saying, she has to work on her game. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I feel like the weakest part of a Hannah Darrow's game right now, I say, is her strength. Hannah Darrow got to get stronger. You know what I'm saying? She can shoot the three. You know what I'm saying? And I can say she can shoot the midi. She got the teardrops. But she got to get stronger. What I mean by stronger, if Hannah Darrow, if you listening, girl, you got to get your game stronger. This is coming from somebody that's, like I said, by all means. When I played ball throughout my years, nigga, I was never 6 feet. Goddamn it, you know what I'm saying? But I was always undersized, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I only grew to be, what, 5'5" and some change, you know what I'm saying? So I say I had to say this. I learned that I had to get stronger if I was gonna be taken into the paint. You know what I'm saying? I had to get in the weight room, you know what I'm saying? I had to get my muscle up, you know, things of that nature. So that's where the hand and dog was missing. Cause right now when that 3 ball's not falling, and let's say the shot's not falling, the midi not falling, and then she's having trouble going over taller defenders with the floater, and that floater's not falling. If she gets stronger and go to that paint and able to absorb contact, you know what I'm saying, and draw fouls, and she got to work on her free throw shooting, I think she'd do good. But like I said, she's got to get stronger. You know what I'm saying? Because right now when that shot's not falling, you know what I'm saying, you know, she kind of like in and out, you know, ass out, you know what I'm saying? But if she gets stronger, once she gets stronger, you know what I'm saying? Not only if she gets stronger, she work on her layup packaging as well. Goddamn, because like I said, she having a tough time finishing, you know, over the tallest defenders right now. She'll be fine. Because right now, she got to have something to rely on. And easier twos going to be better than them complicated threes that she taking or them threes that she can't get when, you know, when she's struggling, things of that nature. So that's, but like I said, you know, on a aspect, you know, grand scheme of things, I could say, I don't want to say because we never lose because of one player, you know what I'm saying? But Hannah Dago got to take ownership on why we losing. Because when we lost last year, she was struggling, you know what I'm saying? We lost this year because she was struggling. So I'm saying, like, she didn't play her best games. So whenever, Hannah got to know, whenever she play her best games, we're going to win. If she don't, we're going to lose. So, and them are the key points and key factors how she can get better. If she just do the simple things, like get stronger, you know what I'm saying, and work on, you know, finishing around taller defenders, you know, and work on her layup packaging. Because, like I said, her shot is not going to always fall. You know what I'm saying? But you got to have something that can get you, you know, together when your shot not falling. And headline is layups, and she gotta get stronger so she can make them layups, and so she can body certain females so she can move them and have easier layups. You know what I'm saying? That's just my advice. You know what I'm saying?